Hello everybody and welcome to my third ever video, and maybe I'm, saying too many ideas just for the third video, but I thought I would make a classic 10 things kind of video, and this is going to be 10 different builds that you can make in your Minecraft city. So the first building, I'm actually stood outside and I really hope you can tell what it is, because if you can't, I have failed. So yes, a very basic block color scheme and not necessarily the most detailed building, but I think that is all it needs. And it's all about the lanes anyway, it's all about the lanes. We have the redstone line here that tells you that you're not meant to go any further. For the actual pins, I have used end rods. And I just wish this worked. I really wish I could make working bowling. I have made a working golf course. If anyone knows a better way of making bowling in vanilla Minecraft without any mods, please let me know, because that would be awesome. I'm pretty sure I got these banners off Minecraft.tools, so I definitely check that out. You've got to have some sort of screen so that you can keep up with the score, and of course we have to have some lockers as well for the shoes, and a little desk where you pay for stuff. And I've even got a staff room. If you are struggling to fill your interiors, then build staff rooms, build toilets. It doesn't matter if they look similar in different buildings. If you are struggling to fill spaces, that is a realistic way to do it. In this video, I do kind of want to touch on stuff that you might not have built yet. And if you have built it, then keep watching, because hopefully I will show you some interior design ideas that inspire you to make yours a little bit better as well. Build number 2 is right next to the bowling alley, and that is the cinema. Now, my cinema is really small. I challenge one of you to make a cinema that is absolutely massive. I really want to see like a 20 screen movie theater. That is what I am here for. But I made a 1 screen cinema to show you guys. Also, I haven't seen Sing 2. I don't know if that's a real movie. My friend has put this there as a joke, and I'm assuming they've updated the art on the screen. So I don't know what Sing 2 is. Bear with me. We have a really nice little foyer for the cinema. Of course, we have a place that serves popcorn and drinks. We have a couple of adverts about things that are now showing. We can even get... Oh, that might be copyrighted, but in England we have Cineworld Unlimited cards. So if you're wondering why that sticks up like that, it is actually a bit of carpet, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of carpet just on an item frame, but it does look like a card just on display stacking up on there, so that's quite cool. Oh yeah, and I don't know what Sing 2 is. The only thing I am going to advise not doing when it comes to building a cinema is building a glass roof. Now, I built the glass roof because I have a lot of rail lines that go by the cinema and through the cinema, so my friend suggested that if I made the roof glass, then it makes those train lines bearable. It makes it so when you're going by and you look at views, you don't just see this big object, but you do see that there is something inside. So it's actually a bit of a cheat for people looking outside. But if you were to build a cinema, obviously don't build a glass roof. We all know this one, but note blocks here make great speakers, and I have tried to make a surround sound setup. I just hope that these little ideas are showing you what you could be doing with your Minecraft city, and if you have done one of these buildings in your Minecraft city before, then that's amazing. I hope that I have given you an idea or two to add to your builds. Now, this third one is a big one, and I'm pretty sure you have probably built something like this, but yes, that's right, if you can see it through here, our third one is a football stadium. So yes, our third one is a football stadium. If you've already built a football stadium before, then what I challenge you to do is I challenge you to think of your favorite sport. If you've built that stadium, think of your second favourite sport. If you built that stadium, think of your third favourite sport. Some stadiums are easier to build than others. If you absolutely love volleyball or something that's, you know, less mainstream than football, like curling or, you know, shot put or tug of war, I think a really cool idea is basing a stadium around that sport. Now, to be honest, I watch enough football to roughly know in my head how big these pitches are, but you could very easily go on Google and just look at the size of the pitch and kind of imagine it in pixels. I really wish there was a net block in Minecraft or some sort of, I don't know, it would be really useful for fishing, and it could be useful in so many other builds. If they're gonna add chains, then why don't they add nets? Why am I building a goalpost out of cobwebs? This is 2022, guys. Come on, Mojang. So my friend made these adverts, and I feel guilty because I forgot they were here, and I haven't asked him about them, but I hope that either myself or them or both of us will make videos some point on building map art, but we actually build our stuff in the end, and then we lock the maps and bring them here. So there is actually a massive version of this stuff in the end somewhere. If you don't know about that method, I'd seriously recommend watching a tutorial on it, on having a go, because stuff like this is vanilla Minecraft. Can you believe it? There are no mods to make this happen. There's no world edit, there's no mods, and it just takes Minecraft to a whole new level. Building a sports stadium of any kind isn't just about the actual pitch. You can do the inside of the stadium. You can make your own kits, which is always really fun. I've even got a little changing room here for the home team. Now, I'm currently building a mega stadium that's nearly finished in my main city, and that changing room is probably about 8 times bigger than this. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be showing you this stadium times 10, because it's gonna make this one look tiny. Look, this is only a few flights of stairs going up. If you're in creative mode, this only takes a few hours to build, and a few hours can go a long way in Minecraft. You can also get lost in Minecraft as well. Remember to take breaks. Before I quickly move on, I just want to talk about the roof for a second. So whatever stadium you make for whatever sport, make sure to put a lot of effort into your roof. If you don't, then you end up with a giant staircase surrounding a field, because before I did this roof, it really did just look like stairs, and by making this roof really detailed, it means you can get away with the fact that you have just placed thousands of stairs and not done much else. So those first 3 ideas are probably stuff you've built before, but I had to mention because they are just essential fun things. Who doesn't want a sports stadium, a bowling alley, and a cinema in their stadium? But this is a more obscure one that if you do play on a server or have built lots of stuff in one world, you are gonna like this idea. This one in particular, which doesn't have an interior yet, is the embassy for Central, which is the city bang in the middle of the server. Now, when I built this other city, the Isle of Mango, I thought, why not have a building that represents the other cities, just like embassies do for countries? Because I have friends that build different things on the server, I have 2 very different style embassies here, opposite each other, and in my eyes, it could be anything that you like. It just has to represent your city. So if I was walking through the Isle of Mango, I go, what is this cool building? I noticed that it's the Brick City Embassy, and the next thing you know, I'm on a minecart to Brick City because it's such a cool little building and it's so different from everything else. You want to check out what it is, and you want to check out your friends' cities as well. Hopefully you can all help each other out, because if your friend builds an embassy for their city and yours, then you can do the same vice versa, and then you're working a bit more collaboratively, you're building things in each other's cities. I think if you are on a server, then this is definitely something you should consider. My friend who owns one of the oldest areas on the server really did deserve an embassy, but he's been too busy to build it yet. I just thought I'd ease the pressure off him by building this little construction site. I haven't gone too crazy. I haven't built cranes because the last thing I want to do is make him feel like he shouldn't build here because there's already something epic here. But I also know how busy he is, and he might not even build this for another year, so I thought I'm gonna, you know, ease the pressure off him by making him feel like he needs to build it ASAP. And build something which satisfies me, so now he can build it whenever he wants. I'm not worried about this space bit. Oh, I hate iron doors so much. I'm not worried about him filling this space anytime soon because I know I have like some funky little build that looks better than just a grass patch. And if you do have the time and you're waiting on a friend for something in Minecraft, then building a construction site is quite a funny way to say hurry up. Idea number 5 is a market. And before you think, hang on a second, I've already placed villagers behind stalls. I've already got a building that's got loads of villagers in that sell things. Have you built oh, this shouldn't be here. Have you built a trendy food market? I just realized I was hiding my hotbar for a while then. I am sorry, but you know what? I am new to YouTube, and even though I've played Minecraft for a long time, I am going to forget things. This is only my 3rd video, so I am sorry. I will hold my head in shame again. The last time I was in the market, a baby zombie murdered most of the villagers that work here, so I am quickly just going to do some background checks and employ some new villagers pretty fast. Bonsai builds bonsai trees, not bad. And Bonsai Build did used to run the shop, but like I said, all the villagers were murdered. So I'm gonna have to give him a new name tag at some point. What is going on here? Oh, I'm just trying to make a video. These villagers are ruining everything. I was about to say, look at this really nice grocery place. What is he doing? Of course, we have a little Cafe Bingo stall. We have the Krusty Bakery, the only good place to get bread. And if you want to, you know, make your stuff really detailed, make sure to name your items, name your chests as well. It doesn't necessarily make it completely realistic, but that's not the point. It makes it more detailed, it makes it an interactive experience, and if your friends are on the server, they might actually want to take some of these, because it is not just taking bread, it is taking crusty bread, and I really do love crusty bread. So yes, a market is a great thing to build in Minecraft. This is actually my favorite of the market stalls, and that is just a little spud van. So some nice jacket potatoes, baked potatoes from what looks like a van. I did try my best. I challenge you to make some sort of food truck or like food van and make it look better than this. I genuinely would love some advice. Please tweet me some stuff if you can, because I really wanted to do it smaller than this, but I know if I did do something smaller than this, I wouldn't be able to get the detail. Have a go at changing some of the names of food in Minecraft and then having fun with it. Just like this, we've got curly kelp. It's either crunchy or creamy. To be honest, I don't want either. Idea number 6 is an arcade. Now, I have an arcade that's situated between the beach and my station, and the entrance to the station is just here. I'm pretty sure I got these banners off minecraft.tools or mc.tools. I've forgotten the name of the site, but if you type in like snake banner or Pac-Man banner, not only can you get the actual codes so that you can paste them in, but if you are in survival mode, you can probably make these yourself as well, and it tells you how to do that. This is my little, it looks a bit like a phone, but I think this is a cool classic arcade design. So we've got a snake, we've got some sort of dragon-esque game here, and of course we've got Pac-Man, and I absolutely loved this block. I just love the way it animates really slowly. I need to use more of that block, I really do. If you don't want to build a full-on arcade like this, then what I recommend doing is, if you're building a bowling alley, or maybe you already have a bowling alley or a cinema or something like that, make a couple of ideas inside. So, you know, make a couple of these, try your own little arcade bits and put them inside other buildings. It's a great bit of detail to spice up pretty much any building that's focused on entertainment. This is supposed to be like a racing one, and you can even get in minecarts, so see what you can do with that. Some of them don't work at all, like this weird zombie one does not work at all. This one you can sit in, but this one, which is a fake ID machine, actually works. If you can't drink yet and you're in the Isle of Mango, then all you need to do is step down here, press, oh no, I'm a bit cramped in here, press this button, and all of a sudden I have a fake ID. Now, granted, a fake ID should really be some sort of card or passport, but what's better than literally looking old enough straight away to buy the drink? Look, no one's gonna ID you if you look about 50. This is really bad advice. I'm not recommending to go out in the real world and to wear someone else's head on your head. So I just filled up a few dispensers as heads. I've named the heads legit Mango Passport, so if you put it in your inventory, you kind of get the joke if you don't get it already. I've named this ID generator, and all you do is press this button. I've got the lamps for the lights, and it just applies it to your head. That's why I had to step down here, because it has to be at head height to apply it to you. I'm sure there's a better design, but it's just a joke and I made it quickly. Now, the next idea is actually built inside my arcade. It is upstairs, and I'm counting it as a separate idea because this is actually an entire another building that you could make in your city. I have just decided to put it in my arcade. By the way, 50PORM stands for 50 pounds of real money. And that is the only currency allowed on the server, so no one's trading diamonds for anything, no one's trading money for anything like £10 or, you know, $4. No one's doing any of that. If you want to buy a house on my Minecraft server, it is £50 of real money. If you want a tattoo, it's £50 of real money. And if you need a glass of water, it's £50 of real money. So I may have said that my tattoos are terrible, but nevertheless, I think this is something you should build in your city. This is a little tattoo studio, and I have picked all the blocks that I think would look great for tattoos. I think if I were to personally get a Minecraft tattoo, you know, something classic, well, a Minecraft record actually, that is what I'd get, a Minecraft record. A tattoo parlor is such an easy thing to build. All you need is some chairs, and I did consult a friend of mine who has had a lot of tattoos on this place, and he said it was pretty good, but maybe I should build a better tattoo studio for a video with him at one point, so we can go through what the coolest things are to have in a tattoo studio. But I just love this wall of different tattoo ideas that you can have, and of course I have just a little area where the tattoo artist can, you know, make a coffee and get sorted. And I did say that Tattoo Terry can do any of these designs, but I am yet to find Terry. I think he might be mixing it up in this Barber's or in Auntie Barb's Braids and Fades, where everybody seems to be hovering. I hate villagers. Now, idea number 8 is actually in this little tiny shopping centre that I've called Centre 7, which is like a place for 7 local businesses. So this place we are going to isn't this whole thing. This whole thing isn't the idea, because I'm sure you guys have thought of a shopping centre before. This is my little Run Riot. Now, where I was from, this is called Run Riot, but I think it's just known as a soft play area, and it's kind of just that play area you go to where you're really young, where there's like a ball pool, there's slides, and so yes, as you can see, I've got like chains that kind of hold the whole thing up, and obviously there's big supports here. I've got like some Perry the Platypus style colours as well, with like some random red walls and things to do. There's like a gate here, so after your mum has paid the £50 of real money, your kid just comes absolutely screaming in here, and they just enjoy all the like running around. And you know, to be honest, the reason I built this is because parents need a place to put annoying kids when they're shopping, so that is why it's in the shopping centre. It is a place where you could just, you know, kill a bit of time, get your kid to kill a bit of time, and you can actually get your shopping done. Also, I'm not sure if they do have this in normal soft play areas, but I do have free hot dogs from the hot dog place if you show your wristbands, so you never know, it is worth it. It is definitely worth it. I'm not sure why I'm advertising this to you as if you could bring your kids here. This is Minecraft. Now, this next idea isn't one particular concept, but it is just something in general, and that is a monument. Now, the monument doesn't have to be in the center of the square like mine, but this giant candle makes this square look complete. It makes the square look so much better. You can also give your city a backstory by making a monument. Don't just make something that looks cool. My city's called the Isle of Mango, and I could have very easily built a giant mango, but at the same time my friend helped me with this idea, and it is so cool. And now we've got this whole thing about peace in Mango, and Mango is a peaceful city, a peaceful country. In Central City we have the exact same thing with some cool monuments. Let me just show you one here. So this is a building, but it's actually mainly a monument, and the actual world is called Lava Falls. So I made this giant tower with lava falling through the middle to kind of symbolize the fact that we are rich in lava resources. This is Lava Falls, and that is the lava fall. This was made about 3 years ago. This is less of a monument, more of a mural, but I'm still counting it. And even though KSI couldn't say this word, this mural is kind of the staple of the whole server, really. It was just after we switched to creative mode, so we'd been building in survival mode for about a year, just doing our standard stuff, and then when we switched to creative, we thought about making this crazy like sign that's right under the main station that just kind of, it makes you feel at home. When you are walking by this art gallery here, you do see this sign, and it's very nostalgic. You may go on your world when you're older, you may go on your world in 3 years time, or you may still be using your world in 3 years time. This server's been going for quite a few years now, and I only ever glance at this like a few times a year, but I notice that it exists, and it just brings me back to those survival times. So this is the mural for that. Now, this next thing is a bit of a suggestion more than just one straight up building idea, and that is weird combinations of shops and places and ways that you can sell one item or create a concept that really fills up your city. So if you are making shops or you've done food places, I'm assuming you have made a pizza place, and I'm assuming you've made a burger place, and if you haven't, those are some ideas you can steal already. But This one, for example, is called Fries Guys. It's a play on Five Guys, and they only sell fries and cobs, which is the Nottingham or Midlands / English term for basically a burger bun kind of thing that you would put fries in. So I got these off the Minecraft Heads website through commands. I just put the command in a command block and I got these cool heads. If you don't have heads, don't worry. That's just to spice up the building. But yes, it does say this original Fries Guys branch is dedicated to Steve Universe. Of course, if you do get the Steven Universe reference, then I applaud you. Here is another weird play on combination idea, and this is Barbooks. And again, I've managed to get ahead off the website that is literally a Starbucks cup. So the idea behind this is that it's very much what Starbucks would not agree with, and that is beer in a paper cup, £50, wine in a paper cup, £50, nuts in a paper cup, £50, and water in a paper cup, £50. You know, this wouldn't be one of my primo builds without a toilet. So let's just have a look at this toilet. Oh no! I had one video. This was the first recording where we didn't interrupt any villagers going to the toilet or in bed or just something. Every video we seem to interrupt a villager on something we can get sued for. Yeah, a lawsuit incoming from that villager in Barbooks. We are gonna get out of there. I am done with that idea. Long story short, think of a product, think of a brand, or just think of a type of food and make something a bit unique. Don't worry about making your city too serious. I know that you've got to build the classic stuff. It's cool to build a sushi restaurant. It's cool to build a Mexican restaurant, a pizza place. Definitely do all that. But there's also something unique about these ideas. When you come in here, you do think, oh, this is a new idea. This is a new idea. And every time it's something that you know for a fact only exists on your server or your world. And that makes it really special. Okay, I'm not actually gonna tour this, don't worry, because some of you would have seen this already because it is my first video, but a little bonus idea is to build a spa in Minecraft. Now, if you do want the full tour of my Minecraft spa, there will be a link somewhere on screen or in the description or somewhere. It is my first video and I show you around one of my favorite builds in my city. It is making me realize that I have just showed 10 buildings in one video and now I have a lot of work to do. I have just shown a lot of stuff that I could have put into lots of different videos. So the one thing I will ask is that if one of these buildings really intrigued you, or one of these type of buildings really intrigued you, and you want me to make a full video on just that style, maybe I build another one, maybe it's the bowling alley and you're like, oh, I really like that idea, I will make another bowling alley in a video. So let me know, whether it's in the comments, whether it's on Twitter. This will also tell me that you've actually watched this much of the video as well, which would be amazing. So definitely leave a comment if you would like me to turn any of these ideas into its own video. Also, I am brand new, so if you haven't subscribed, hit that button. It means so much. It will help me loads. And I've just destroyed some of my cathedrals, so on that very sad note, goodbye.